podcast. We got a big episode today. We're talking huge. We're talking Tyrannosaurus, like it's gargantuan. And it's your boy Jay.
It is huge.
One of your co-hosts. And we are joined by somebody. He's going to get introduced in just a second. But first, we are talking to the person responsible for the drought in LA.
Yeah, man. I am that guy who's just over here just absorbing water like a motherfucker. Normally called supervillain's power, but I feel like I'm a nice guy too. Sometimes people don't need hydration.
No,
I mean, half
that shit.
a 3/4 of your body got water. Why you need all that drama? Anyways, It is your boy, the Chacha McFresh, killing the game, whether it's on the high seas or upon the mountain tops, bro. Because I am the hillside hero on top of that, also known simply as Juan. And Jay had alluded to the fact that we do have a special guest with us. Woo! He was with us in one of the original episodes of Chilling with the Jays, single digit style.
Listen to it.
My man, Nuutrino. What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up?
I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
It feels awesome to be back here again. This is an awesome feeling. I love fucking being on Chilling with the Jays.
Man, we happy you back, brother.
Love having you here, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
So
how you doing, y'all? How you been?
All right. I know you guys wanted me to talk about how it is to be black in America right now. So
ain't nobody asked all that,
close.
But it is a good question.
Not even close.
Fucking guy. Yo,
Not even close.
pushing the black agenda. Let's go.
It is.
Yeah. Hey,
first,
why are you
I don't
black?
care about any other fucking race ever. This is number one.
Damn.
We started
Straight
it
up.
all.
That's that
fucking
Onyx lyrics right there. Straight
No,
up.
Let me stop playing.
He's coming straight out. Fredro Starr in the house.
That's how you do it. That's got to be the name of your next mixtape, bro. Yo, like it's got to be something about you, Black America, the originators.
I'm gonna overdo Kendrick shit. I'm gonna just fucking go
Oh,
full
bruh.
Black Panther.
Shit.
It better be called Goddamn.
That's
what-
it might be
It's
Return of
gonna
the
be
fucking
called
Goblin
Darn.
King. That's
That's
what
what
it
it's gonna be
fucking might be.
Shout out to my poster, right there. Return of the Goblin King.
Yeah.
Stomping through the forest.
Yeah.
Part of Tyrannosaurus. That's the first lyric on the album right there.
Yo, look at Jay putting out bars, yo.
That's the bar right there, straight up and down. Fucking Klondike bars.
Oh man.
Yeah, brother.
So yeah, Pete, what's going on, man? What's going on with the music, bro? Like what's
Put us up
happening
to
with
date.
that?
Yo, the music is crazy. You know what I mean? It's like you already know, like the music world is just constantly changing and shit like that. So I got a lot of music just kind of sitting back, and I'm kind of just trying to figure out what to do with it, because you know what I mean. I want to throw music out like right now and just throw it out for free, but I feel like all that time I worked on music, I'm just giving out something, and maybe people may like this song, maybe they might not like this song.
Word.
I feel like I'd be wasting all that time I did to make a song and just throw it out there for it just to be lost in the internet. Even though we should just be throwing it out there, it's the free music age. It has to be done. But I'm in that space where I'm trying to figure out the perfect angle and trap to kind of put out my music where people can enjoy it like consistently, where it actually, you know what I mean, it takes in like the effort I put into it is actually received on that opposite end of that, you know what I mean? So it's worth actually putting it out there. So I'm trying to figure out how to be creative and for people to see it and just grasp onto it and kind of just create this snowball effect and people finding my music right now.
Absolutely. So do you think, because obviously we're not, I don't know if it's obvious to other people, but hopefully it's obvious to them now that you do have a new track out. It's called, what is it? You Ain't Beef.
Called You Ain't, yeah.
You Ain't, and then parentheses beef, you know, because punctuations and shit.
Grimy.
It's dope. It is grimy as fuck.
Yeah, it's
I like
crazy.
it.
Like I wanted to put out something because I felt like I wanted to do 2 different CDs, but I was like, if I wait, well, my thing is I keep waiting for the perfect plan. And I heard a quote the other day, like it's been a while, like you should go with a good plan now instead of waiting for a perfect plan tomorrow, because you know what I mean, delay it. And that's basically what I'm doing. I'm delaying shit like crazy because I want to make my music have some kind of impact instead of just being like, here's another song, here's another song, here's another song, here's another song, because then I'll be like Future, you know what I mean? I'm just constantly just making songs and throwing shit out all day. You know what I mean? I want them to have an impact, so I'm just trying to be creative with it. But that new song's out there. It's fucking dope. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an idea of what my music sounds like, because I produced that instrumental, so that's kind of the sound I kind of go
for.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
I was like, let me put that one out there, because I'm like, this is more core of what I sound like. So let me put exactly this out there right now. So it's out there on SoundCloud and stuff like that. I got to put things on like iTunes and get on that level back again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because fucking SoundCloud about to take a nice dive town.
That's what I heard. You know what I mean?
It better not. I love SoundCloud.
Me too. You know what I mean? It's got a
not.
pocket of like everybody can make music, and there's like a niche for everybody. You know what I mean? No
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
what you like, SoundCloud has got it. You know what I mean? But I heard that's going down. But somebody told me through the grapevine that someone is out there creating a program right now for artists to actually take in what revenue they need. It's kind of like a SoundCloud, but it's gonna be better for the artist. Like you're gonna be able to really take in your royalties and really like gain off of what music you make.
Yeah, man. I can only imagine, dude. Because SoundCloud,
Patreon is like that.
I believe that too, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, it's almost like the way Jay and I we're definitely trying to grind to get this podcast to the point where we can like generate some revenue from this thing, and a lot of it, if we think about it, the philosophy that we've been working with right now is literally like just put it out there,
Right. And that's kind of the age we're in. You really have to just flood the market with who you are until people get a grasp of what you are, what content you're putting out there, and they really like lock onto it, and you can kind of put out anything after that.
Man.
Social media,
it's everything.
Man.
That's
Social media
fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Which, along with having Nuutrino here on the episode, I was telling you, like, a part of, like, the theme of what we're going to be talking about. And shout out to Jared, once again,
J-Bone,
the J-Star, right? Him. He had put out 16 minutes worth of content on his end, asking that same question. What does it mean to be driven?
That's a heavy question.
What does it mean to be driven, Jay? Let's start with you, bro. What you think? What does it mean to be driven?
To be driven, that means you are unstoppable. Even if there is a force that's in front of you that's going to stop you, you're going to kick that fucking shit right in, and not give a goddamn what happens. You know what I'm saying? You have a goal and a dream. Yeah. As long as you're not hurting nobody and hurting yourself, or especially people around you. Yeah. You're going to do what you got to do to get where you want to be. Even if it's not, even if you fail, because honestly, let's keep it real. In life, you're gonna feel like you're doing something. Rocky music's playing. You're out there. You're getting pussy. You're making a little bit of money. You're feeling good about yourself right now. You might be driving down the highway. Oh shit, things are going okay right now. You know what I mean? Car washed. I smell good and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, like Edge Up kind of came out a little bit better than last time. and then boom, something happens to you. But that defines you as a person. I don't give a fuck what what Gary V says, because that motherfucker just blast people with the same type of motto. Far as no matter what happens to you, you gotta keep moving forward. Everyone been hearing that shit since day fucking one. But it's real. It's been being said for a long time like that for a reason. And being driven means you are not gonna let anything stop you or divert you from your path you want to take. Even if you fail, you're willing to just take that failure and be like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah. I got air in my lungs. I still got a hard dick, and I'm gonna go ahead and fuck something with it. Yep. Regardless of what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Bottom line.
Being driven. Literally. All right. Jay out there impregnating bitches with that thought. That's what it means to be driven.
It's true. It's true, bro. It's true. I'm keeping it real.
How about yourself, Nu?
Driven is crazy. You know what I mean? What it means to be driven. Yeah. That's a heavy question. You know what I mean? It's something that sparks you up constantly, no matter what. Like he said, you know what I mean? Things are going perfect. Shit shuts you down. Like, to be driven is to go through all of that, no matter what, and still get up and continue on with the same task that you started out with in the beginning of the day. You know what I mean? When you're driven, you will continue on. And like, I don't know, like what you were saying before it kind of like struck a chord, because like this dude literally asked me the other day what it felt like, you know what I mean, to be black in America, like right now. And it kind of like struck me up with something like, to me, like, I don't think about it. Like, I grew up with, you know what I mean, being around all white people, been around all black people, then or not. I don't feel any different from 1986, you know what I mean? And I think, like, people are getting caught up with details of the nonsense, the devil's details, you know what I mean? And I feel like people need to be paying attention and to be driven. Like, it drives me nuts to think that people can't think to just be good, stay driven, focus on what you're trying to do, and try to make this world a better place. I don't understand how people think outside of that. Why is that such a hard effort to just be a solid individual in life and just maintain your focus and be driven? I don't get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are driven by the wrong things, I guess. I don't know, but it kind of boggles my mind. Outside of being black, I don't understand why people can't just be people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, all them fucking white nationalists and the alt-right, they say, them motherfuckers were probably very driven, but they was driven towards like the absolute wrong thing.
And Yeah,
But,
that's just nuts. Yeah,
that shit was wild. I'm pretty sure at a certain point we'll get to that at another date. But please believe the Jays.
No, we're bringing that shit up today.
Oh, look at that. Driven.
No, we're bringing that shit up today because that shit has me driven.
Yeah.
Bro.
Because we're going to go
talk about it.
Now, we're going over the path for a second because as you guys know and as everybody should know who listens to the fucking podcast here, and if you don't, just fucking do it
now.
Straight up and down. I didn't get all this equipment to look at it. You know what I mean?
Right. That
Yo,
that's what I be feeling about
shit
music.
legitimate.
Yeah, straight up and down, man. Amazon got like crazy stock boost because of me.
Yeah.
You know? And I come from a multicultural background. You know, I have a black grandmother, you know, regardless of what my skin color may look. I got a black grandmother, I got a black brother. Even he looks Dominican as a motherfucker, I would say.
Straight
you know.
up. That's a fact.
After being around a bunch of Dominicans, he looks Dominican as fuck. True. But we come from that, and it pisses me off seeing that type of shit when it comes to like when the KKK and all these 20-year-old white kids are like, you know, what the fuck are you doing out there? You know what I mean? You probably only seen a couple black people when you were at school or on TV or something like that. So what the fuck are you doing exactly? What do you think is going to happen? Like the harder you march, they're just going to jump on a Air Africa and fly the fuck back to the Congo. You know what I mean?
That shit is bananas,
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Actually, but I was just in the group chat we were talking to the other day. I'm pretty sure most of them are mad because their girlfriends like black dudes.
It's pretty heavy. That does play a factor. It does play a factor.
I'm pretty sure, like, you know, this fucking goddamn Jen guy with this fucker. You know what I mean? This guy named Tyrone, Tyrese, Tariq, or whatever the fuck his name is, Ty something. Fucking my girl. She's my girl, you know? Yeah. I'm going to protest tiki torches that they got at fucking Home Depot or Walmart. And they got their Birkenstocks on and their collared shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they're too young, the majority of them, they're too young to feel any kind of way as far as any kind of negative energy towards black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or a different kind of race, because they're saying it towards all. You know what I'm saying? Just anybody that's not white. And it's at this point in time, it's like the generations have gone so far down. I'm pretty sure that they got some Tyrone up in their Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He said that for real. He said that.
I'm sure they got some Tyrone in their Birkenstocks. Yo,
I'm pretty sure.
Album coming out Tuesday. The album's coming out Tuesday.
Sure. Tyrone or Birkenstocks. That's what it's gonna be called.
Yo, oh my sweet Jesus. That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it is, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Really,
no, real talk.
When I see these things, because it's like, yo, what, you know, why are you doing this? I feel, you know, I wish I could just fight all of them individually. You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing this? You're not going to accomplish anything. Nobody ain't going nowhere. In this day and age, they can't take it too far anymore. It's not like it's the year 1700 or 1600 where they can just start killing everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they take it too far, the military and shit is going to get in place. What are they? Okay. Now we're going to gather up all the black people, all the Spanish people, and we're going to put them on a bunch of planes, and we're going to get them the fuck out of here. And it's going to be nothing but a boring ass white people that can't dance and got small dicks doing the river dance or whatever the fuck they do. You know what I mean? And drinking Budweiser or whatever the fuck they do. Like, what do they? It can't go as far as they want it to go. So why are they doing it?
You just excited a bunch of white nationalists with that thought. They're like, oh my God, I wish.
They can come out. They can come over here.
Tiki torch,
you know
stock
like,
way up.
Tiki torch stock.
Way up. Yo, I was rolling when I seen that because they legitimately had some barbecue out back at your uncle's house. Tiki torches out there, like as if it was like a rail torch.
That shit is bananas. That's bananas.
You know what I'm saying? So it pisses me off. But Pete, as somebody who's black as fuck, how do you feel when you look at that shit on TV or know that's going on at this modern time?
Yo, honestly, I don't feel any fear. I don't feel like I'm lost. I don't feel like I lost an opportunity. I just look at people like, damn, you wasted a hell of time.
Wasting time.
You don't want to fight them?
They're really wasting time.
I don't want to fight.
They are wasting time.
They're gonna bury themselves. Like it's not even attack. You're literally like, it's like you watching somebody punch themselves in the face consistently. You know what I mean? You don't even have to touch them. They're fucking themselves over in every way, shape, or form. So I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, I kind of dismiss it. Like, geez, you guys are just really wasting your fucking time, wasting life. Because whatever you're doing is definitely not going to win. Yeah. No matter what happens, the direction
the military's going to get involved. The government.
You know what I mean? So it's like, Play yourself then. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
And we get hate. Hate is a thing, you know. People hate, so you know hate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a weird and odd, like, almost getting to the point where it's just like like not even original, like this weird type of hate where it's like the skin color, like, and that's it. It's and you know, and they attach certain qualities to that skin color where it's like, well, you know. Did you guys see that Vice fucking the Vice Land thing where they had a 13-minute video, Vice did,
I seen
when they were walking with the white nationalists and all that, and they were interviewing basically this one guy, but you know it was a total of everybody else and just the sort of comment that he made in it, and it bugged me out, man, because I was like, he asked her, and this is sort of veering off the path, but I'll wrangle it back to the thought that I'm trying to make. He brings up the point that, you know, you could probably rattle off the names of all the white people who have done murder in the wrong degree, like, you know, like Timothy McVeigh, and you know the people like the dude who shot up Columbine, the dude who shot up the movie theater. Like, you can like give them those names, but like, can you name how many black people, like the black person that killed another black person? Right. You can't. Damn, that's a heavy one, because the truth of the matter is, and it happens amongst Puerto Ricans, and especially just people who are put in that urban position where, like, the grind, unfortunately, to a certain degree, makes people feel like it requires that they gotta hurt their own race, you know. And I think, I believe and I hope that a majority of what comes out of this is that people do realize, you know, amongst, you know, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, black people, you know, like mostly Latinos and the black people, you know, if you're brown and black, we seem to have this thing where the competition means you got to stomp on your own people to get up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's something that I definitely believe with all my heart should be stopped. You know what I mean? Like, it's 100%. Like that. You're hating on your own people. And once again, that goes back to the original idea of hate. Like, why is that a thing? Like, why do we got to, like, suppress one of our own people just to get an extra dollar? You know what I mean? Why we got to hurt our own people just to get an extra buck, just to, like, move up in life? You know what I mean? Like, I want to get it to the point where like, you can say, oh, that one crazy atrocity that happened, you can name the person who did it. You know, it isn't just like, well, it's just a bunch of nameless black or brown people. Like, you don't know who did it. You can't give me a name. Who was it? Was it Tyreek, Tyrone, and Ty? You know, it probably was each and every one of them. Mm-hmm. Tyrone probably shot Tyrone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Shit like that. Like, and that sucks, bro. Like, that's something that has to be changed, you know. And I'm seeing it little and little. Like, the more I watch interviews, especially with hip hop artists, you know, shout out to Nori, man, because he got so much love in his heart right now that he's definitely putting it out in a fashion where he's just like, I don't want that negativity. We got to build each other up. We got to lift each other up. That's the truth. And especially in this point in time where there are people out there ready to just, under the name of the Constitution, come out with guns and use them, who will fucking drive a fucking Dodge Challenger and kill somebody, which the irony of it was that they killed a white woman. You feel me? Like, there's people out there ready to kill. So why are we killing each other? Right. Why are we doing that? Right. Nah, we can't let that happen no more, man. We got to let the sore spot, just like shout out to Ghost Recon with the sore spots on the goddamn map. We got to fucking relax that shit, bro. Like, we can't hurt each other no more. We got to love each other. Nah. Them motherfuckers ain't loving us. You know what I mean? No. You know, and
they don't even love each other, yo.
They don't even love each other. I mean, like, it's funny because
they're bored. They're like, they're not tight. They don't keep it together.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Their families are not close.
If I remember correctly, there was another and shout out to Katie Jo, because she brought it up. I guess, what was it, like a year ago here in LA, down in Long Beach, they had another march, another rally, but like, the neo-Nazis started bumping head with other alt-right groups. Like, they were having infighting amongst the white people and shit. You know what I mean? No, so it goes right back to what Jay just said. Like, they don't, like, do they even like each other? Is it like I don't fucking know, brother. Like, that's the wrong thing. But we as a people, for ourselves, you know, we have to love each other. We can't be fucking, you know, just trying to shoot each other up, man. Like, fuck all that, bro. We gotta do it, man. We gotta unify.
And the basics of that start with just being a fucking stand-up individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Word.
Period.
Straight the fuck up, man. Straight the fuck up.
Definitely. Hell
and
yeah.
that will fuel me being driven towards loving everybody. And you know me, Jay, and you know me too.
Straight up.
Like, I love people. The reason I'm personable is because I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, that's just
Every
how
time.
I roll.
Yeah,
That's how
every
you
time.
know. Obviously, you can't be like a goody two shoe because people are out there ready to hurt you,
Right,
ready
no
to take
matter-
advantage of you. But I don't know, man. Like more often than not, it pays off
It does.
for me. You know what I mean? But
Hey man, whatever works for you, bro.
hell yeah, bro. Jay's like, nah, man. I got like 27 uppercuts waiting for anybody trying to say hello. Hey
Hey
man.
man, I work from home for a reason. That's all I can say on that
Yeah,
topic.
shout out to Malcolm.
Yeah, for a reason.
Yep.
And if I could avoid people, like, you know, I take that extra step to avoid them, to keep it real. You know, definitely. If somebody some stupid shit, if somebody's like at the deli in Publix, which is AKA Stop and Shop in Florida, Pete.
Right. Shout
I
out.
got you. The
They got
Publix.
these
Yeah.
slamming ass fucking subs. I don't know why some random ass Publix, you know, main grocery store has slamming subs.
Killing it.
If
They got
somebody's
the
in line,
Stoney's
I will
Deli
wait
over
until
there,
they're
huh?
not in line for me to go. If I got to stand behind them, I won't go. I won't. I'll wait until they're gone before I go in
Shit.
line.
Damn, bro. That's
I feel
that's
that.
some complex
I don't
shit
got
right
time to
there,
be-
though. That's
I
crazy.
don't got time to be standing behind someone who's trying to figure out if they want fucking ketchup or relish on their damn fucking sandwich all day, and they've been here every day, and I know what they gonna get, but they're standing there fucking making decisions still. That
Yeah,
shit
I
pisses
can't-
me off.
I
Yeah,
think in
Dilda,
Jay's
bro.
case, even if the guy knew what the fuck they were ordering and were ordering it quickly, Jay's still not standing behind the person.
Stupid shit like that. I'm not even playing it. Yeah, it's like
believe
that though. Definitely, man. I don't. You know, it is what it is. At this point in life, I'm not gonna change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point, it is what it is. I am who I am, like fucking Popeye said.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Shout out. That guy has like fucking missiles for arms.
yeah, so I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm respectable to people if they show me respect. If they're not an asshole, I give them the benefit of the doubt too. When I do have to interact with them,
Sure.
I give them the benefit of the doubt. But you know, I know the majority of people have a hidden agenda and a hidden lack of respect. That's why it kind of pisses me off when there's you know, when you meet somebody new, they don't know you they don't know if you're a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if they are. And the fact that there's like some hidden meaning and some hidden thing in society where you got to kind of act like everything's okay when you meet someone, like everything's funny. Ha ha, everything's fucking funny. How are you? Ha ha ha. I don't think that shit's funny. You know what I mean? It's like, that's my mentality. Or like, you know, everything is hunky dory
So
when you
pref-
don't know somebody.
you
I don't know you.
You prefer like the first year or after the year or the second year in a relationship compared to the honeymoon stage. That's what you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's when I
feel
really
you
know
on
your
that. I
ass.
feel you on that. You know what I mean?
I really
Side
know
couples
your
and
ass because
shit.
up until
Straight
then,
up.
it's
Yeah.
pretty much an interview.
Right.
It's somebody putting a front, but when they let the front down, that's when you know who they really are. And that doesn't have to necessarily be in a relationship. It could be even with a
Everyday
person.
life. Right. That's true.
You know, I'm cool with you guys because I've known you guys since I was a kid. I've known
Right.
you guys before I hit puberty. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm cool with you guys. But when you guys know of me, when it's somebody I don't know, there's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People immediately think I'm an asshole. You know? But I'm not. I might look like one or something like that, but I'm not an asshole. It's just I gotta know you first.
Ain't no faking the funk. You can't fake.
No, I'm not gonna put that little that type of behavior. It's like, hey, yeah, my name's Jay. That's it. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be, hey, how you doing or whatever. What do you do? Blah blah blah. You know. So bottom line, I'm not the guy to go to functions. Put it that way.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I'm not that guy. If I know you, I'll go. But if I don't, I ain't going.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I'm nothing to talk to you about. I don't care where you work. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care what type of car you drive. I don't care what you did in high school. I don't care how much you can bench press. I don't care about how much money you got. It's just I need it's gonna take a couple of moves on your part to really reach out to me, for me to really engage with you.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is for me.
Word.
Bottom line.
That's what it is. AKA,
It is
you got to
what it
be
is.
driven to have a relationship with
Thank
Jay.
you.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
That is
gotta
a
be-
fact. Driven will come up many times in
Man,
this
yo.
conversation. Yeah.
Exactly,
driver,
bro.
that's it.
Exactly, and it all comes down to necessity, really. If a person feels like you are a necessary person in your life, they're gonna go that extra mile to actually pursue you, get to know you, and stuff like that. And I'll extend that little olive branch a little bit here, here and there to somebody, but then.
You can feel
Time and
them
time
out.
again, I'm pretty sure you guys experienced it. You guys being new to LA and shit like that at the time.
Hell yeah,
You're trying
bro.
to make a little bit of a friend. Like, hey, anybody want to be my fucking friend around here? You know what I mean? And you're like, hey, man, you want to meet for drinks, man? Yeah, I'll go. They won't call you, text you, won't hear from them again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
especially here
but
in LA.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure
They
definitely
feel
in
like
LA.
if you don't work for fucking CBS, anybody calling you right now?
Yeah,
that's
hell
LA.
no.
That's just bananas.
Exactly. If there's not, that's what it comes down to, necessity.
Yeah.
If you had something that person can gain
Right.
from in some type of
Then
way,
we could chill out and hang out and get drinks.
then they'll
and
be
shit
up
like
your
that.
fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is as I get older, as I be around people. It's a necessity. You know, they're gonna make the time if they really want to make the time, they will make the time. But if they act like they don't have the time, that's because they don't want to give you the time. Because bottom line, unless you're even if you are a brain surgeon, you have the time. You know, because I spoke to a doctor before. He was a heart surgeon. Obviously, these motherfuckers got a high stress job, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was like, "Hey, listen, anybody got time for a fucking phone call? I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? If somebody's not giving you the time of day, it's because they don't want to."
Yeah.
Hearing that from a surgeon, I'd be like, shit.
And I hate everybody. Then you be walking around like Jay.
Everybody who didn't send me a text back in 5 minutes,
Yo.
fuck you, damn it.
Yo, Doctor Who said that shit? Oh man, you know it's real.
That shit is
Yeah, it is real, bro. That's
pick
what he
up the
said. He's like,
phone.
"Hey, man, everybody got to take a shit." That's what he said. And everybody brings their phone in the bathroom.
Right.
So
Which
and they're
Nick's
looking
name
at
on
the
that?
shit. So if
Shout out to
they're
the
not
fucking
responding to
surgeon,
you, it's
for
for
real.
because they don't feel like it. You know,
Yep.
that's what it comes down to. So like, yeah, man, I'm like that. You know, I wish in certain scenarios, I wish I wasn't. But hey, I mean, I've come to realize, hey, I am what I am.
You are who you are,
Straight up.
brother, and that's
I
why
am
we
who I
love
am,
you,
man.
dude.
Straight out.
I am who I am. So fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket.
Hey.
Two bitches in the bathroom fucking.
Oh, bars on top of bars on top of bars.
Bars.
That's
Speaking of
what I
bars,
call
let's
a
get back on
3-floor
topic
club.
with the guy. Let's get straight up. Now you know.
Now you
So
know.
blow. Yup.
Yo, this guy, Yo.
Yo, oh my
Damn,
God,
son.
yo,
That
that's
shit is
the
bananas.
man. Bro.
Shooting the shit right there. But Pete, what's the deal though, bro? What do you really trying to just still break through the rap game, or is there a point where
Like-
you're gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, like I don't want to do it no more, or what?
You know, that's a really good ass fucking question. You
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? Because music is everything. I've gotten to the point like I always will want to do music, even if I got $30 billion right now. I think I'd still guaranteed make music. You know what I mean? It'd be
That's
something-
nice.
I would feel better too because I wouldn't be forced to like shit. I gotta make this. I'd be able to make it comfortably.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because I want to. So, but right now, you know what I mean. I want to make music for sure, but I feel like I'm a creative, so I'm always thinking of new ways. So I'm trying to think of clothing designs. You know what I mean? Videography, shooting videos for certain ideas I have, making short films. You know what I mean? Heavy photo editor. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of creative outfits, and I think at the end of the day, as much as I want to make music, I'm gonna make music all day. But I want to just get to the point now where I'm living steadily off my finances by something creative that I've created.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's what I'm
Gotcha.
trying
No
to
more
get
9 to
So-
5.
Yeah, none of that shit. You know what I mean? So whether it is like fucking sitting on YouTube or Instagram, whatever it may be, or creating an idea and putting it out there, or designing an app, whatever it may
Yep.
be, I want to do something creative and sustain off that. So right now it's just figuring out the right idea, right timing, and putting that together and just getting that out there.
I got a question for you because that's like a lot of stuff to think about. Do you ever feel like do you ever feel at a point in time that you're scatterbrained trying to like conquer different types of like what works, and that gets in the way of the bars?
1,000%, because I feel like, you know what I mean, like I'm doing 15 things at once, so all 15 things are getting a piece of me instead of one person getting a whole piece of me, getting everything to knock it out in a short period of time. Now everything's getting spaced out because I'm doing a shit ton of things all at the same time, and it kind of just drives me crazy a little bit, you know what I mean, because I'm like, fuck, I'd rather just focus on one thing, but I feel scared to throw all my fucking eggs in one basket, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I like creating ideas. I don't want to feel like I got to do this one thing and not think of the other thing. Because I'm like, you get an idea for something, you got to step away from it, put it right there, put that down so you don't forget it, and then come back to this. So it is kind of scatterbrained, you know what I mean? But I think I need to do a step out of it and really like get to that point of like being able to talk to people and being like, I know what you do, you can do this, and trying to get them to do this part of that. Because I think like when you become like a business owner, like you become a business owner because you found a bunch of people who can do the job for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's really what I got to step out of, like trying to figure out how to do everything by myself. You need to figure out who does good video, who does good graphic design, who does and kind of work these people together, you know what I mean? And kind of just handle everything like that as one head instead of doing each and every individual aspect of your creative space. You know what I mean? So I need to get out there and really like try to force that on. But
yeah,
it feels crazy talking to people like, yo, you know what I mean? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Can you do this and just constantly just pecking at people? You know what I mean? That's not my style to do that. You know what I mean? But
it's true. I think I was talking to Katie Joe the other day, and I think it's a weird place to start knowing the amount of different things that you want to do and how you view those things. And I think that you still have to go through that process of being able to know what's important. What are you trying to get out of somebody who can do videography? What do you want to see out of a person who can do graphic design? Only you know that once you touch it and you see it, and then you're able to guide people. Because I think that's the other thing about being a boss. Another thing about being a business owner is the fact that you got to have the vision to guide people. If you don't know how to guide people, you just got a bunch of fucking errant sheeps just kind of like you know, meandering off on the hills, and now you have no focus in your business. So I think that it's always good to kind of have a grasp of the many things. But yeah, man, there's got to be a point too where you hunker down and you focus on the thing that you want to do. That it's a scary thing, bro. Because to be real with you, like I'm also, you know, not to pat myself on my back, but I'm also multi-talented across like multiple softwares, multiple thought processes, multiple ways of being creative. And there definitely has to be a point where it may not be the end all be all concentration of a thing that you're gonna do, but it is something that you put your full effort towards. You know, one of the people that I definitely shout out once again is Jared, because Jared definitely focused all of his energy on the CG world of things, and then he moved on to a whole nother thing. And he's putting his energy into that and stuff, and still bringing that creativity into it. You know what I mean? But as long as you have an idea, man, I think the best part is that you're still moving through. You're not quitting, and that's the thing.
That's part of fucking being driven. Somebody found something to keep them driven. That's what the fuck it is.
Absolutely.
I think that's life. I think I finally figured out what I'm trying to portray through music and all those creative aspects that I'm trying to go through.
Drugs.
You know.
Yo,
that plays a part of the experimentation.
Rolling blunts in the bathroom. We know. Fucking guy. Yo, where Pete at? Where Pete? Yo, Pete.
Taking a shit. That's where he's at.
Fucking guy comes out with a freshly rolled blunt out the bathroom. Jay like, yo, we trying to go to the club, bro.
Yeah. Fucking dress shirt.
Fucking guy, yo.
That was a good moment.
That was a dope moment.
Yeah.
That was the best moment of my one of the best moments of my adult life.
Amen.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
That was solid.
Definitely, hell yeah, man. Because that was there. It was banging all fronts.
It was
straight the fuck up.
But yeah, man. I want to seriously portray that fucking moment. Like everything I do, I feel like is trying to describe that very moment. You know, like in Dragon Ball Z, like that moment, they've been getting their ass kicked the whole fucking episode.
True.
And then they finally like get that strength. They finally feel it.
Yeah.
They get that
Frieza!
realization, and they charge up.
They yell out.
That very moment is what I'm literally trying to portray with every song, every fucking design I make. Like that very moment where you finally believe in yourself and you finally figure it out. Like, this is what I am.
Yeah.
And you gain that access. You gain that unlimited resource. You know what I mean? I'm trying to portray that very moment in every aspect I do.
Gain that unlimited resource. That's dope.
Your realization.
The
that
gravity
moment.
chamber, yo. First off, that's number one.
Yeah, gotta invest in the gravity chamber.
They have not built one of those yet.
Oh,
you should be in there every day, yo. Just up in there doing push-ups like the dude was doing, holding the spirit bomb up for 3 weeks.
It's called being underwater, bro. You just gotta be underwater and do all that shit underwater.
Low key though.
Now, Goku wasn't underwater, bro.
Well, also Goku was white,
butt
so
naked,
you know,
sweating.
Yo, but was there ever a time where Goku sweat? Did they ever do?
Yeah, in the fucking in the capsule, he's like, I gotta train. Frieza, no, you're not gonna kill my people. Then he was like, Frieza, and then he kept pushing far harder.
I feel like
that moment right there. That moment is fucking everything. That moment is everything right there.
Yo, one day when we get way better at editing these episodes, anytime Jay screams, I'm gonna have like a golden hair just pop up on the top of his head. Which, yo, Jay got the hat on now, but yo, this guy is the perfect candidate for the Vegeta forehead. Just like that whole with the fucking hair, bro.
Yeah.
God, yo. I would say Jay is the Vegeta of the.
Don't worry, I got the W2. It's all good.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, yo, killing the game. I'm just glad I ain't bald like Krillin, because that motherfucker stay wet.
And he got beat up.
So many times. So many times.
Not only is he bald as fuck, he got them
Got beat
dots
up.
going down his
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
And he
Oh,
get
man.
beat up.
I think the
Yeah.
only other person worse than him was Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha was
Yamcha was a
bad.
bitch.
Yeah.
That's the
Yamcha
problem.
would come
Yamcha
out,
means
throw one
bitch in
strike,
whatever
and be
language.
fucking down for the rest of the episode.
Acting like a real white nationalist,
He's like,
Yamcha.
I gotta try. Here we go. And he get beat the hell up. That was the whole episode.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
my God.
Oh, man, dude.
Dumb. But yeah,
Nah,
my brother.
definitely. That's awesome, though, Preet. That is awesome, bro. But the thing is, when it comes for me personally, when it comes to like rap and shit, do you ever get a concern where, like, is there an age limit where you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna rap no more. My shit ain't gonna sound as relevant to these new retards that are coming up behind me. You know what I mean?
You talk.
That's a really solid question because I feel like that can be broken down in different parts because I've thought of that. Like,
Well, break it down.
like I feel like yes, there is an age limit on rapping if you are still talking about if you're like 30, 40 and you're really still talking about
Ratchet
doing
bitches in the
stupid
club.
shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yep,
Like you
yep.
are 17, you know what I mean? Because once you get I feel like once you get to that 30 range and you're still talking about that, the kids may like that, but I don't think you'll get the recognition that you want because I feel like people our age are looking at you like, why the fuck are you still talking about
You
that?
ain't doing
It's
that
like,
shit.
you have-
That's
Yeah,
what they're
you
gonna
ain't
say.
doing-
sense, you know what I mean? Be like, come on, don't play yourself like
Yeah.
that. And don't try to play us like that. So you won't. But I feel like if you're making music, I feel like there's no age limit. If somebody came out right now, like think of your favorite artist. If you heard that favorite song from your favorite artist right now on the radio, never knew them, all of a sudden you found out they're like 50 years old, would you cut them off or would you still support the track? You would support it, you know what I mean? Because it's still fucking dope ass music. So I
Absolutely.
feel like you're making dope ass music, a solid music. There's no age limit. But if you're old as fuck still talking about ratchet shit, like
Yeah.
you will get cut off. Like there's a
Real
cut off.
quick.
And like even if people like it, you should cut it off for your self respect. Period. Period.
Let alone the fact.
I was listening to Rick Ross the other day.
Oh,
That's
shit.
why. And he's like 38 now. Rick Ross.
What he said.
And I'm not saying he's an old man by any means.
Yeah, chill out.
But
I'm only 4 years.
it's just the fact of that he's still rapping about shit when like the same shit he was rapping about when he was with T-Pain.
And
You know?
that kind of shit, like
You know,
I
how
hope,
about the whip? You know, I got my
That's
rollie
all
on.
of 'em.
see, like and
Fuck
that's-
that bitch.
and that's
She
crazy.
ain't shit.
And I thought about that. Like I feel like once you get rich, you're stuck in a certain lane because like your life is kind of set. You have a shit ton of cars, you have jewelry, you have all these things, you have access to whatever. So you're almost gonna be talking about that all day. But I feel like that's all surface shit. People's lives are way more complicated than people put it out on like music. If you listen to music right now, especially hip hop, it's not like everybody's life is the exact same. They all go to the same fucking party. They all live the same life. But everybody's life is way more complicated than that. And I feel like people should start diving more into their personal life when they're putting out songs out there because people learn from that kind of shit. You're really not learning shit from like what's going on right now, and I think that's what drives me the craziest the most. Like even back in the day, like if you were listening to hard shit like grimy or something, gutters, whatever, you were learning something from that, like whether it be the move in the streets or how to save your drug money or whatever it may be and put it somewhere else. Like nowadays it's like go out, fuck over your girlfriend, you know what I mean, get faded,
Get super
and then
faded.
do that same shit over and over again. So nobody's learning. It's kind of like a dumb out. Like
It is definitely a dumb out. It's definitely a
and
dumb
that's
out.
why it's catching sales because people like just let that shit play, and then you know what I mean. People listen to music nowadays and don't think of anything else. They just kind of just dumb it out and like live right now in the moment. And it's like it's cool because I guess there's so much crazy shit going on. People just want to like leave that shit alone.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, like you got to switch it over. Like I don't mind an artist coming out talking ratchet shit if I've heard you on a song talking something responsible or respectable in some way, shape, or form where you actually like instill some kind of knowledge in any way, shape, or form. Like if I hear Lil Yachty or something like that spit a proper 16, he can spit all the dumb shit he wants. You know what I mean? I at least know he has it, but
But he can't.
he can't.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I
not.
mean? And that's what drives me the craziest the most. You know what I mean? And that's a hard thing in music. Like I feel like I want to dumb down, but I can't dumb down. Every time I've ever tried it, I feel like I'm playing myself. I'm like, don't do yourself like that. That's not what you do. I don't care how much money this may bring you. I'm like, don't do yourself like that.
Absolutely. Plus, I think it's kind of interesting, like, think about people with age and what the topics that they rap about. Because I still fucking bang out to some new Jadakiss.
Right.
And if you think about it, Jadakiss ain't saying too much new from the last shit he was saying years ago.
Really not.
But it's still entertaining. I guess if you have ride this idea out with me, I feel like if you somehow have the timeless voice.
Right.
Like there's only one Jadakiss.
Right.
You can only go to Jadakiss for Jadakiss shit. He might be saying the same thing he been saying, but it's Jadakiss. You know, like that's who it is. Like, cause I still get entertained by that type of shit. Like,
me too.
Like I love me some Jadakiss, but he also like I think he got to be touching on 40.
Yeah,
he got to be touching on 40. But I don't know. But then of course, jumping back to relevant things that people with age are saying, Jay-Z's 444.
Like that was, to me, that was 50. Solid. I don't even really fuck with Jay-Z like that. Like I never really liked Jay-Z like that. I feel like his business aspirations bigged him up more than his lyrics. Like he had dope lyrics, but his beat production, like whatever he's choosing, like to me, it never grasped onto me like that.
Word.
He was a great hustler for sure, and I feel like his hustle game really put him out there. But that last CD, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but what songs I've heard, like it's solid, and I respect that movement that he actually tried to put that out there, even though people are shitting on it. I respect it. But I like ratchet shit too, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But don't fucking, I feel like, I mean, there's nothing we can do. Like, I don't know, that's a crazy topic. I feel like people have the strength to like choose what songs they want to listen to, but at the end of the day, record labels got all the money. They're punching all that shit. They force what we listen to all day.
That shit down our throat.
Yup.
That shit is crazy. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, age, I feel like it has no matter whatsoever if you're making dope ass music. If you're talking dumb shit, you should cut it off yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You not curate your own shit.
But there's a time. If you no longer feel driven, then you should change lanes for sure.
That is what it is too, huh?
If you're
Because
still
these
driven,
motherfuckers got money now. Like a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you still rapping about that same shit? Because you know you ain't doing that no more, or your ass won't have that money. Right. You know, you be locked up.
Right.
I mean,
and I
talking all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's just bananas.
Yeah, it's
I can't
true.
respect that.
I think you got to switch it up once you reach that pinnacle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like where you're making mega $1 million, you got a record label and shit. That's like Puffy coming out with some gangbanger shit.
So,
you know?
Yo, I'm not even fucking.
You know, goddamn well you ain't doing that shit.
Not even hearing it, bro.
Straight up.
Nah, man, and it comes down to even quality music. There ain't no such thing as quality right now. Besides like a few artists, all this shit sounds retarded.
It's
you know,
crazy music. You know what I mean?
It sounds it's fucking literally ludicrous. Not the rapper Ludacris. Yeah. You know, like it's literally ludicrous. Here's a rap lyric of Rick Ross's first ever popular song, right? Push it, blow, hustling, cross that line. I'm bad. I'm a boss. Where the money? Get away. Hit you from the back. White House. Pots and pans. Shut the fuck up. First off, and then. We go down here to right now, 2017.
Yeah.
Apple of my eye. Serentini Grease. Idols become rivals. Trap. Dead presidents. She on my dick. I think she may like me. But yo, that's some type of shit I say when I'm just fucking around. You know what I mean?
Mad true.
Yo, that's real
shit.
shit.
It's true. And it's like, like obviously nothing has changed. An 11-year time span. And obviously he's talking about driving Maybachs and all this shit like that. And now he's making this gangbanger shit still. But we all know you ain't no gangbanger no more. If anything, you are like the most legit gangbanger ever.
Right.
You know? Because he ain't doing no thug shit anymore. His ass wouldn't have that money. So I like to come to agreement to what Pete was saying is like, I think at a certain time, that shit is cool when you coming up, so people can understand your struggle and shit like that you were coming up. But then you can't switch it up and make songs talking about how much money you got, yachts and Bugattis, and you're meeting fucking oil princes and all this shit. And then you're gonna come back talking about, I step out the car, shoot that motherfucker in the face.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
Stop, bro.
Stop. You ain't shooting nobody unless it's a water gun.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't shooting nobody in the face.
I think you need to evolve with what your life is going with. You know what I mean? Just keep it real all the way steady through. That gives people inspiration to continue to be themselves as well. Instead of being like, damn, this motherfucker's like this and like this, I want to be like that. Nah, if you just maintain your own space, people will want to maintain their own space too.
Exactly. I feel you, man. That's how I know I would be too. If I was making mega millions, I'd be just a totally different person. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, nothing tough about a jumpsuit in jail.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck about what they portray on
It'd be
TV and shit. Nothing tough about being locked up.
Nah,
you know,
straight jet skis and no condoms.
That's
it.
what.
yeah, straight up.
That's the goddamn.
Yeah, a life vest with no
Jet skis
fucking
and
drawers
no
on.
condoms.
Yeah, no other way, baby.
That's
Yo, that's life.
retarded.
That's life.
Hitting
right
jumps with your dick out. That's how you do it.
there. On somebody else's fucking lake. I don't give a fuck.
Lake Congamon, shout out.
Lake,
Yo,
yo, Lake Congamon. Oh my
yo,
god.
That shit's crazy right there.
Oh,
That shit
Connecticut.
was tough, yo. That was the first lake I rode a jet ski on. That's
For
why.
real?
And I,
Y'all still haven't been on a fucking jet
immediately
ski,
jumped
yo.
off the jet ski though. Like I was
Seriously?
going full speed and just jumped off.
Yo, you about that jump off life, yo.
Yeah,
Like
yo,
this
I
cat
was
be
never-
jumping into waves and shit. Like,
Never gonna die. And just jump off.
yo, babe, watch this. His ass run out into a wave. Skinny ass leg just spread out. Fucking Jay, yo.
Backflip right into a wave. Still doing it too. Still doing it.
Killing the game, bro. You're killing the game.
Last time I was at the beach, I did that shit actually.
Really?
Mean front flip. Yeah. Mean
Yeah.
front flip right into a wave. That shit hurt like a bitch though.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious. I got a fucking scar on my hip because I did it in the
Serious?
shot. Because you know the beach be fucking tricky. Like it feels like it's deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you do something, you try to jump or you do a dive, and you right on the goddamn bottom. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts, though.
So
That's
fucking
real
did a
shit.
front flip, laying right on my goddamn hip, got up, bleeding like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I was like, shark! Shark! Freeze up! That's why I went like that.
Jesus Christ, yo. Oh my
Yo,
god.
That's bananas, son. But yeah, man.
Yeah, so what else is it? We got to get the fuck out of here soon though. But how do you balance the rap life, regular life, having a kid life, girlfriend life, all that shit, bro?
Fucking question.
Yo,
of all
yo,
questions,
yeah,
bro.
that
Damn.
people want to know.
Yo, that shit is serious right there. And that's
That's
literally
the real shit.
Yo, that's a question I want to ask like other professional, like full blown artists, because that right there, that game right there seems.
Oh, that's
so
easy right there,
difficult.
bro. I can answer that right now.
Nah, I mean, I
And
feel
I
like,
ain't got an
I, feel
album
like
out.
I know what I want to say on that. You know what I mean? But it's hard trying to balance that kind of lifestyle and having a girl and a kid. You know what I mean? Like your partner has to be 100%. It's almost like we both know that if we both work hard at this and kind of push you in this direction, we could possibly be set for a great amount of time. So this person has to kind of put themselves on pause just for a moment, not forever. Like, okay, your life is the most important. We're going to go for you. But just for a moment until things succeed and they can escalate by themselves. You know what I mean? So this partner has to be 100% on with you. You know what I mean? And it's a difficult thing because you're never going to be home ever. You know what I mean? That's constant. And if your person is having trouble with you being gone for 8 hours,
Yep.
you are going to be stuck in a shitty relationship. You know what I mean? Because that affects the kid. Like, the kid is fun. Like, the kid doesn't really understand. So if you can get all these things done, like, I feel like I want to just bust my ass all day right now while he's still young. You know what I mean? Still only 13 months. So it's like, he's not going to remember too much. You know what I mean? I would hate to have him be like 9, 10, and you're like constantly gone all day. You want to make sure that shit happens right now so you can come back whenever you can. Your schedule kind of flips back and forth. But it's a hard balance. You know what I mean? I feel like your partner really has to just completely 100% understand, like, this is the lifestyle that we are in. This is not go home, go to work at 9 o'clock, come back at 5 o'clock, and we got the rest of the afternoon off. It's like maybe gone at 9 o'clock in the morning, coming back at 9 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? And you got to be cool with maintaining that lifestyle and looking after a kid and being strong with all those situations going on. You know what I mean? So it really 100% has to be a partnership. And that shit is definitely fucking hard. And I look at artists, like, a lot of the times, like, now that these artists that we looked up to and listened to are older now, you realize, damn, these cats have been married for fucking 10, 15 years. You know what I mean? And you would have never thought so because you never heard about that shit in the music at all.
At all. Yeah.
Never.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Nobody ever
Very
said, like,
true.
I'm married to this, and that. It was always bitches, bitches, bitches. And now I think about it, I'm like, damn, were you fucking around in your relationship? Or
Yes.
were your partner just cool enough to the point where they didn't listen to you, they get your music, but they didn't really stress it at all because they never listened to it and you said whatever you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Or they get, like, hey, I got to play this part because this is who I am, so people expect this of me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's a crazy world. I want to ask them, like, how do you maintain that? Do you guys
straight
solid?
up.
Is your partner not into the music? I feel like if your partner is not into the music but they support you, then you probably have a better chance of maintaining a relationship because they're not nitpicking like, why did the media say that, or why did you say this in this rhyme, or why did that? Because those things will break you apart for sure. You know
the significant other has to have a certain type of stamina.
Yeah,
to handle like what you're trying to accomplish.
You 100% have to be in the industry with the person, or 100% have your own thing and you get what the other person is doing. Clearly, so it's a hard fucking balance. I'll tell you that right now. I'm still trying to figure it out every damn day, like every day. That's probably like my hardest fight right now, because I feel like sometimes I'm in this point of I go 100% on this and risk this relationship, or I balance these two out and risk fucking around in music and giving this relationship 50% and still fucking losing this in the end. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly going through that battle all the time. But I think I'm naive. I always hope for the best. You know what I mean? Constantly hope for the best, and hopefully like things work out, get shit in gear, and just push, and the partner really believes that you are in this and they want to be with you no matter what, and stay there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? 100% faith. Pure. You got to go with what you're driven by, because you know what I mean? If I put that, I'll tell you right now, if I put that on pause just to be like, I want to make you happy, I will not be happy. The relationship won't be happy. I will be undriven. It will be fucking over. So I have to do this. You know what I mean? No matter what.
That's the truth.
So I got to just hope for the best on it. And that's
it. Man, that's all you can do, bro.
That's all you fucking can do. Because certain things are illegal. So you have to just go with what is
selling bricks of cocaine.
Correct. So we can't take shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
I mean, we can. Just
but we
don't tell anybody we're doing it.
Please don't.
Yo, shh.
You know what I've been telling everybody in the podcast, hey, this is the cocaine hour with your boy Jay and Pete and Juan. We got bricks for sale. You know,
everything.
Don't tell anybody, okay?
This podcast is brought to you by Bricks. That fucking coca, that puro.
Yeah, we got bricks and pallets. We're smuggling them in. We're shoving them up people's asses, shipping them all based out of Des Moines.
It's your boy, aka the drug dealer. No,
straight
before
up.
though.
Hey, ISellDrugs.com. Straight up in
/ chilling with the fuck out of here's.
Yeah, but honestly,
I feel you though, Pete. But I can tell you right now, the people that have like, you know, really successful, obviously the Jay-Z's, the Kendricks, the dudes who got crazy money, they pay nannies.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down
nannies,
to, right?
Oh yeah.
They pay nannies, bro. That's just, you know, maybe up until the point where they got a deal, like a serious one. They got that first check, that large amount of check. It was, you know, they were being a hustler, trying to be the, you know, the super dad, but also having his own hustle. But when they got that money and started having coming in, they got somebody else raising that kid.
Hell yeah.
You know?
That's a bananas.
Just, you know, when you're just taking pictures and shit with the kid, you know, like on at events and whatnot, like, oh, here's my kid, I'm such a good dad. You know what I mean? When the kid in their head, they're like, what the fuck is this?
I know. Haven't seen dude for like 4 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't even know what this. I don't remember this dude sound like.
Yeah, I couldn't even do that. That's crazy. And I think about that too. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? I could step away. I'm not like totally connected, but I would hate to be in that point where it's like you're seeing your kid twice a year for a week each. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money is floating around. Like, that's bananas right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a little insane. Even when I have one.
Yeah.
Or figure something out. Yeah.
That's that shit,
So
bro.
I would take like a month off or some shit at a time and just chill with the kid.
Yeah,
definitely.
Kick it with the fans, right?
Yeah, the whole time and shit. Just have like a big movie theater or something in the house, watch movies and shit.
And just do nothing.
Yeah, true. With that amount of money, you can be like super dad. Like,
you really can.
Yeah,
no matter what. You know what
best
I mean?
education. You know, if you're going that route.
Private schools.
You know, the motherfucker, like you said, get a movie theater. You can finally do jet skis for the first time with your child.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to that.
On your side of the ocean because you own it. Yo, from that wave to that wave, that's my property.
That's mine right there. Everybody, come on, we're shooting them.
Yeah,
bro, man.
Straight up.
I was watching the Defiant ones, and one of the shots was
bro. I only saw
good.
the Eminem part.
So good. It's so good.
I don't want to be depressed. That's
Nah. Don't be depressed. Nah, it's an uplifting fucking thing. But there's like this one shot where Dre's like, yeah, I'm at my beach house, and he's all like, you know, he's stressed out because obviously the dude's got mad shit on his plate, but his ass is like looking out this gigantic sliding door window. Like it's a wall, but it's a window.
Yeah.
And he's overlooking the ocean. And I'm just like, how do you get that type of money?
Yeah,
like how do you
bananas, man?
When you see the ocean and shit, that's I don't know, but yeah, man. So the balance, bro.
It really is like that's all it is. No matter what, that goes for whatever you're driven by to get up. Like, really, it's back to being driven. Period. If you have something,
gotta
to
be driven to
drive
do it.
you,
Yeah.
you will find a balance. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
if it's right, if it's a righteous driven motive, you will find your balance and you will be successful. You just have to put in the effort and be persistent behind it.
Word.
You know what I mean? So all you fuckers out there doing things that are negative, but you think you're driven, you will not succeed. It just doesn't work. Life is A, B, right, wrong, period. So if you're not in the right path, it's just not going to work, period.
No,
It just
you
will
gotta
not.
be, and sometimes you won't succeed. I'm keeping it real right there.
Correct. So that's the
You won't
solid
succeed,
thing
bro.
about just go with your drive. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
follow behind it. Because if you aren't successful in what you are, at least you'll be happy all the way through your path.
Yeah.
Period.
At least you tried.
At least
Right.
you tried. Yeah.
And that's everything.
At
You don't
least
want to
you
look
tried,
back and be
man.
like,
We were
fuck,
talking
I
about
could
that
have.
like a couple weeks ago, Juan. Remember, you were like, remember all those times we wanted to talk to girls at Avalon,
Yeah.
and we didn't.
And we didn't.
But then
Think
you
about
feel a
that a
lot
lot.
better about yourself if you did.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That's it. Is exactly what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
It took
Yep.
some time. I mean, I think for a lot not I don't know, maybe a lot of listeners, maybe a little bit of listeners, there is that, like, how do I become driven? Because there's always like that point in time where it's just like
It's a heavy thing.
like
It's
it's a heavy
hard to
thing. Like
get
it's
to,
like,
too.
am I driven? You ask yourself the question. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but does that mean I'm driven, or am I just going through the paces?
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Going
Like
through the
there's gonna
paces.
be definitely a point in time where being driven doesn't show its face the way it does. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Where you realize that it's almost sometimes being driven is something that you look back and then say, you're at the top of the mountain looking at everything you just climbed, and then you're like, yo, I wasn't thinking I was driven then. I was thinking I just don't want to be here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But here I am
Nah.
on top of the mountain now. Being driven
Hell
got
yeah.
me here. Sometimes you realize you were driven further down the road. So you just got to keep to it. Like Pete said, man, like you got to follow that dream, like the whole Avalon thing. Just keep fucking talking. Keep getting dissed by girls. One day you're not going to get dissed by a girl.
Ever again.
You're just going to be like, this is
And
it.
even if you keep getting dissed,
Yeah,
it's the
like,
fact it's
still
gonna roll
trying,
off your
bro.
back.
Right.
It's gonna roll off your back. You're like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Forget it. Like, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Damn,
You know,
that took
might
a
as well,
long
because if you
time for
don't,
me to get to.
Yeah.
That took a long time.
you gotta
yeah,
learn,
I
though.
think it's like that for a lot of most dudes, though. I think it's like that.
Yeah,
Took a
I believe
minute.
it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I think it's
But,
like that for most people, though. For real, sure. Nobody want to get rejected. You over here thinking you're all cool and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
And then you get rejected like bad too.
hell yeah, bro.
You know?
You got your fresh Nietzsche fucking sweater on and shit.
Hey.
Coming
Yeah,
through.
you got your
throughout the
FUBUs
Nietzsche.
on and shit.
Shout out.
Yeah, that shit is hard, right?
Yeah, bro.
The Nietzsche.
You know? You
Bring
got
that
the
shit
blue and
out.
gray FUBU boots on.
Yeah, the gray.
from
Oh,
Source,
the
New
dude.
York.
Those are hard right there.
You
Those
feeling
are hard.
fresh, and you get dissed hard, like
Hard
just
as fuck.
hard.
You don't even
Like,
like your
the
outfit
girl just
anymore
like
and shit.
runs from you pretty much,
Should have came outside in the fucking chancletas. You would have got everything, man.
That's how it is, yo.
Probably,
That's how it
man.
is.
You know how it is. These fucking bum ass dudes be having these blazing girls and shit.
Life, yo.
That's the crazy thing. Life, bro.
That's what it is,
Nuutrino,
man. That's what it is.
crazy, man.
But
This
all
whole
right,
situation.
Yo, so I would say, bro, solid one.
Yeah.
Solid, of course.
Because
That's another banger in the
Because
in
you
the
guys-
bank.
Like
In the
no
bank.
matter what, like everybody has to just find your drive. You know what I mean? Find something that
Find
does
it.
Not only it doesn't only benefit you. You know what I mean? It benefits those around you. You know what I mean?
Yes, it
All
does.
people, not
Yes,
just your
it
immediate
does.
family that you guys are crazy as fuck. Not just them. I'm talking about everybody. If
Yep.
it benefits you and them as well, then you're on a good path, and just focus on that. And just stay on point.
Exactly, bro. And I feel like every man should have some type of hustle, some type of drive.
You need that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You need
Because
that.
Yeah.
if you don't have no
Real talk.
drive or no hustle,
You kill people.
nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That
Hands
yes,
down.
Pete.
You kill
Yeah.
people.
Yes. I knew it. I knew somebody is gonna relate. Thank you, Pete.
Yo, that's how I feel every day. If I didn't have this music shit,
Yo,
I'd be fucking slaughterhouse
fucking
everywhere because
guy.
I'd be tired of
Fucking
shit.
guy.
Straight up, yo. Yes, I knew it, yo. I knew it.
It's everything, bro.
I knew this.
Shit.
But for real, no, every man, they gotta have a type of drive. There's gotta be something that drives him,
Yeah,
gets him up in the
yeah.
morning. Besides the fact of, I'm just gonna go punch a clock, or I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna go work at a bakery or some shit. There's gotta be something that you feel as though, even if nobody else believes it,
Right.
believes in it,
Yeah.
you gotta have some extra drive. And number one, that's gonna turn your girl on. You know what I mean?
Fact.
Or,
That
you know
is
what I
it.
mean? We're
That's a
talking
huge
Boston
one.
cream
Word.
donuts
Yeah.
in her panties.
Yes.
Yep.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
It's like literally. Because if you have no drive, you have nothing going on. You don't
Nobody
give a
wants
fuck
your
what
ass.
goes on. You wake up in the morning, and you're like, fuck it, work. Ha! What the hell is that? You know what I mean? Money, I don't care. I'm living, I'm breathing. Well, I don't give a fuck. Or, I want to get paid to wake up, and you got to have some type of drive that's pushing you to go harder. You have to.
100%.
You have to.
I endorse that statement.
You have to, and it's life is not going to be good if you don't, man. It really is. You gotta, and the thing about driven is my last point on being driven. This is something that nobody can teach you. This is something that nobody can show you. As far as like show you how to do it, basically, you have to have it in your brain. You got to pick something that you're very into, and no matter if you fail or no matter if you succeed, no matter if somebody doesn't like it, you're going to go hard on it as long as you're not hurting nobody and hurting yourself.
Yeah,
what I mean. It's not like, oh, I like cutting myself. I'm going to be the best cutter on the planet. Not nothing like that, but like if there's something that you want to give a passion, you like doing it, just don't let nobody stop you. Don't let yourself stop you. Just go do it. Because at the end of the day, we only have one of these things.
Yeah, we do.
Which is called life. And it can literally end any moment. I could die right after this podcast. I can go to the bathroom, pushing a doo-doo out too hard. There goes, I blow a head gasket on my heart. You know what I mean?
These things are possible. These things are possible.
Legitimately, because the other day I'm straining on the toilet and I'm like, oh shit, I feel it in my chest. You know what I mean? I'm like, this could be it. And I was like, rescue pachi to myself. Like, all right, man, it's been a good one. You know what I mean?
Screaming fucking Kakarot, and now you're done.
Yeah, I was like, the whole time. Yeah. I knew it was it. I knew it. So I feel you, man. And then I think that was a good episode, guys, man. Pete,
but
I really appreciate you coming through, man.
I have one more question.
Ooh.
For our second half, what is your reason to be driven? What is your meaning of being driven? What is your drive?
What's my drive, man? Well,
What's your get up?
Well, I've said, man, there's a lot that I want to accomplish. There's a lot that I have to accomplish. It's getting to the point where I don't feel like I just want it. It's like I have to have it. I ain't me if I don't got it.
Right.
I ain't me if I'm not heard. I'm not me if I'm not doing things well. If people, like, being driven for me is getting to the point when people say my name, it's a reliable thing to say.
Correct.
We go to him for success.
Correct.
And that's really what it is, and I have to get to that point, I have to be the best at what I do. You know what I mean? At this point in time, it's the CG world, and I have to be the best there. I have to know everything. I have to know everything. I have to be able to answer people's questions. I have to be able to help people focus on their tasks. You know what I mean? So that's what being driven for me is. Like, I have to be the best, and I want that. I want when people are said and done, and they've done, the Zangief. When people have, worked with me, they could say, you know what, I learned so much from him, and he has made me the person that I am now. That's who I want to be. That's who I got to be. It's like my father. It's like one of my biggest mentors, a dude by the name of Fabio. Shout out to him. He's definitely, if anybody, for the listeners out there who ever worked with
butter?
him. Huh?
It's not butter?
Nah, not that Fabio.
I was like, my man?
My mentor Fabio with the long ass hair and the luxurious chest. Yeah, nah. That motherfucker, like, this dude Fabio, he was definitely a hardcore cat. He kind of comes across as a tough guy to even deal with because he's so focused on what needs to be done and how it has to be done correctly. That's carried over onto me. So that's what it is to me. That's what beautiful. Being driven, man. If being driven to me is to help people find their drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it sounds like when you are the Lord's humble servant. This is outstanding.
Shout out. But yeah, man.
Okay.
So, driven. Juan.
Side note, stay around people who are driven as well.
Yeah, you got to keep those people around you.
Period.
Yep. So.
That's true.
All right, so my man, Nuutrino, new song out. Where can they find this song?
That song would be on YouTube and SoundCloud. And if you stay equipped to SoundCloud, Instagram, everything like that, the name is Nuutrino, Nuutrino. I'm going to put out more music, you know what I mean? The goal is just to connect everybody else, make dope-ass music, and just have a good time out here.
Absolutely.
And just fucking stand up. Yeah, be gangster while you're doing it. Period.
That's what it is, bro. And Jay.
That's what's up.
Where can they find the Chicos?
Nigga, first we gotta give a shout out to our sponsor, Xantrex. If any man out there is having erection issues or overall feeling like a piece of shit, your girlfriend don't like you, you're ugly, your credit took a fucking tank,
took a hit,
you piece of shit. You take this pill and you'll feel like $1 million. That's all I can tell you on that. My cock is always hard. You know what I mean? I got fucking Ringling Brothers, Barman Bailey, a fucking acrobat. You can swing from this motherfucker every day. So try it. You try it. That's all I can tell you. Xantrex. Well, you can catch us on www.chillingwiththejayspodcast.com or iTunes.
Shout out to iTunes.
Xantrek. Erections, power, passion,
Force.
fun, dancing.
Fucking drive.
Acrobatics.
You want some? Yeah, there you go, Pete. You want some fucking? You want to be driven? Take some Xantrex and shut up.
And shut up.
You'll be driving some cock as your girl.
Yeah. For those hitting the iTunes, by the way, please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes,
obviously,
give us a review. Please
give us a review. That's the huge thing to do, because that'll get us up on the leaderboards of victory and all that shit.
Hell, you share it with your paisans. Share it with everybody. Share it with fucking Abuela too. She might like it. And we are getting the fuck out of here, Pete. We appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate you coming through too, bro.
Thanks, man.
You're a good guy.
It was good being here.
Yeah, definitely. We're getting the fuck out of here, people.
All right, let's
Check
go.
us out.
Deuces.
Peace.
Freeze up.
Really?
Got to throw in a freezer.
Finish your podcast right there.